Hello and welcome to another RetroTech 120p challenge, or hi everybody, as Dr. Nick would say in The Simpsons. So this is my choice. You may have just seen a spelling error on there where it says Sergeant, it says Sregent. But this is Nitroball. It's a Data East arcade game which mixes Smash TV with pinball. How does that work? Well, when you shoot a fool, they turn into a little ball and you can knock them into holes and things and get bonus points and hit buffers and things like that. And as you can see, Smash TV is pretty obvious. You go around shooting things. There's a host at the beginning, looks like Niles from Frasier, and there's loads of prizes hidden everywhere, including about 1,563 of Rembrandt's paintings. Is that the guy? No, Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Whoopsie. Yeah, so some of them must be forgeries. There's a nice little duck he can't shoot, but he's given me loads of prizes, so good for him. This RetroTech 120p challenge is this. Basically, you can have as many practice goes as you like, but as soon as you press record, that is your run. You just get the 2 credits, and then you upload it onto Facebook, and then you'll be one of the people who can put your name and your game down onto a wheel, which gets spun at random on a Sunday night, and maybe your game will come up. We have used a lot of games up because this has been going for 5 years odd now, but there's still plenty more, and perhaps there's some classics like this that perhaps people didn't really play at the time, because I don't ever hear anyone talk about Nitroball. It's a game that I found on MAME, and then I think Kim Justice or someone did a video on it, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should pick that. And so this has been on sort of my wall of games to pick for a while. Not as long as Galaxy Force 2, which I've had as one of my games I put in rotation since about 2021. But it never seems to come up. But I don't always pick it every week, that's why. So it's my own fault. And from now on, I think I'm going to be picking sports games because we've got the Olympics coming up. So after this, it's sports games arama. So a bit more about this game. It never came out on anything apart from, I think it came out on the Switch in 2018 as like one of those downloadable type jobbies. The storyline is basically bounty hunters in the year 20XX. They don't want to commit to a particular year. Hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to presume that it's not quite yet. Are gathering in somewhere called the Gumball Stadium in space, where a new TV game show has started, and this is it. It's like Smash TV. There's Niles from Frasier, crossed with pinball, as I say. And you can all the levels are themed. So the first one was like American football themed. This one's war themed. There's like a Ghostbusters-y one. There's one that's a bit like Aliens. There's a future space station one where all the enemies are Terminators. But it's novel, isn't it? It's a very novel idea. And you can and there's power-ups you can pick up which turn you into a ball, and you can do damage as a ball when you're invincible during that time. You can go in like the little alleyways there, and it'll give you like power-ups and extra points. Very cool. There's lots of little bonus levels as well. So would recommend playing this even if you don't want to take part in the challenge. But why are you not taking part in the challenge? Because you should. Look at all those Van Goghs there. Crikey blimey. And crowns. Who have they taken that off? King Chuck and his Savoy fingers. General facts of the week. Should we do that? Yeah, go on then. Balls, obviously. Why not balls? Let's talk about animals' balls. Because, we haven't had animals for a while. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk about their testicles, which is a sentence that's probably not been said before in... certainly not in polite conversation. Maybe in conversation between... some very immature people, a bit like me. But yes, so animals' testicles. So if you're wondering which animal or what animal has the biggest testicles, well, that would be the right whale. I don't know why it's right. Did it vote for reform? Or is it always correct, or what? But that has the biggest testicles, which weigh 500 kilograms each. and contain 4.5 litres of semen. No doubt that Johnny Knoxville or someone is planning to buy, after hearing this, a right whale's testicle to put above Steve-O's head to empty it out onto his head or something. The biggest testicles by proportion, though, are the tuberous bush cricket, and he has testicles that take up 14% of his entire mass, like Buster Gonad in Viz. In the great apes, it is the chimp that takes the honour of having the most proportionately large testicles. This is because females will make love to different members of their community. So there's a thing called sperm competition where you want your sperm to win. So they have larger testicles to contain more sperm. Whereas gorillas have the smallest due to their harems of women. And you may well also know that they have the smallest penises as well in all of the animal kingdom, as I bring that up constantly on these arcade challenges rather than talking about the game. But the smallest testicles proportionally in the entire mammalian kingdom are those of the howler monkeys. So no wonder they howl, because they're like, oh, my testicles are really small. What a terrible life I do live. Well, they might leave it. I don't know. Oh, there you go. More Van Goghs. Lovely. Good. So, yeah, that's genital facts done. I hope you're all happy to know that knowledge. What have I got coming up in the challenge? I've had a little bit of a sort of a turnaround, because I released an Olympics video last week, and I was kind of like, the Olympics, where are they? They haven't started yet. They don't start yet. So I had another Olympics themed video, which I'm going to push back a little bit. And instead, we're going to have because I haven't done one of these for a while, we're going to have a TV show themed video, which is going to be about the Hoobs, which was like a kids show in the early 2000s that you probably didn't watch, because most of the people who watch my videos are not of that age. So, like, I watched it because it was on like before I started work at 6 a.m. It was better to watch than whatever was on the news. So yes, they've got the Hoobs coming up, and then the week after that we've got a wrestling video, and then the Olympics will be well underway. So the second Olympics video, I did ants list last week, and I'm going to be doing like Izzy in the quest for the Olympic rings in like 3 weeks, which will be well in like when the Olympics are fully on. So yeah, good. Nothing like timing, is there? And that was nothing like timing. I like these ghosts, by the way. They've got lipstick on. Like you got zombies and blue slimers with like lipstick. Something missing from Slimer in Ghostbusters. This is like the Dawn of the Dead theme level. And there's a lot of kind of film references in this game, which is another reason why I quite like it. Because you've got this, and then you've got the aliens, and then later in the game, which is like somewhere I don't get to, you've got Terminators as well. So one of those games that's kind of like, yeah, we'll just do enough to keep out of the way of James Cameron and Ridley Scott and people like that, and Fox Studios. We'll do just enough to make sure that we don't get told off and have to give lots of money over to strangers, which is good. Not giving money to strangers, unless there's, altruistic reasons for it. Just don't hand over money to strangers. That'd be weird. But yeah, pretty good game. I'm going to be facing a boss in a minute, and it's Dracula of all people. Quite a common boss, isn't he, in games? Mainly Castlevania, obviously. You've got Grim Reapers there, you've got zombies. You've got something that says dim dim. I don't know what they're trying to say about Dracula. I don't think he's that dim. There he is. Like a very Castlevania-esque Dracula as well, with his evil purple face. And for some reason, no feet. I don't know what's happened to his feet there. Did he dip them in holy water or something? What an arse. But yeah, please do have a look at the other videos that other people are doing for this, because there may be somewhere they get a bit further than me, and there may be some good quality runs. As you can see, it's a really entertaining game, and we always like new people joining as well. So if you haven't yet started anything YouTube related, it's a really good way to start it, because it's minimal editing really, and you can sort of get the video on, just record the screen of what you're playing, and you can either talk over it, or if you don't feel that confident, you can just show us the gameplay, and people will view it. It's a good way to kind of just dip your toe into YouTube, and then maybe you can, when you get a bit more confident, you can then go and make kind of like edited videos with research and things, or just have you sitting about. Here's the alien theme level. So these are I think these are fairly legally distinct from Alien. They look more like sort of if the alien hatched from a gorilla, which would be very disappointing when it looked in its trousers, wouldn't it? Oh, look, I linked it back. I'm like a stand-up comedian. Brilliant. I like the underfloor is basically innards. Or is that like spaghetti? Is that tinned spaghetti underneath the arena there? But yeah, and you get these little bits every level as well, where you are tasked with a particular task and you can get bonuses from it, which is also, unfortunately, where I tap out. As you can see, we've got the big word of bingo on the screen as I die, no doubt being eaten by those aliens. Quite a kind of comic font there. So it's all a bit of a tragic situation. But what I will say to you now is that I'm going to go away, and I expect to see your work on my desk in the morning, please, Cyril, because I want to see that you've competed in this. Oh, you don't have to, actually. Ignore me. But do have a look at the other videos, and I will see you on the other side of what? I don't know. But I will see you on the other side. Not spectral. Don't worry, I'm not going to be a ghost. But, okay, thanks, bye.